Hey there, and welcome to episode 18 of our single player series, guys. And girls. You that have followed me for a while know that I confuse this with guys and girls. I'm being Swedish, and I think that guys is both for the both genders. I just finished up the Ender Lily Farm that I was promising in the last episode that I would do. Let me show what's going on here. We got the Ender Core spawning the Ender Lilies, a bunch of them. We've got the farmer guy in the middle with a stone hoe. Got some of these, what are they called? Agricarnation flowers in the back here, and they are sprinkling growth ticks, which is working nice. I installed some green lights because it went with a kind of theme, I guess. And down here I have mana production out of these hydro NGS, yeah. But I don't think this mana production is sufficient because I've been filling this manually, so I may need to look into that. Ooh, let me out. But let's close that up and hopefully get a good surplus of Ender Lilies. I think this will have to run for a bit before we'll get anything out of it. Oh, basically I should show you also that I've hooked it up to all the way over there, which is underneath the sugarcane farm. There is a ender chest. Sends it into the system. Yeah. All right. Oh, I should install a door here, I guess. Haven't done that. I'll do that later though. Wow, I got a lot of comments, by the way, from the last episode. I haven't updated this, but thank you so much. A lot of comments, and I do apologize, Neros. I can't count. You also had 5 at this point. But that's really cool. Maybe we'll do an update in the next episode. It takes some time for me to kind of go in and grab the code and add names. So that's why I don't want to do it every episode. Also, if I publish, like this is recorded yesterday for you when you're watching. So this is recorded Sunday evening and will be released tomorrow. So any comments I get in between will get cut out, of course. Oh man, do we have bats here again? I also noticed we were out of lava. So it probably pumped out the nether. Today though, I think we should continue our power plant work. So let's go up here. In the last episode, I actually cut out a scene where I placed this computer. I realized that when I was, finishing editing, and I had rendered it, and I was gonna upload it, and I was thinking like, darn. But it wasn't really important. What I was gonna say was that I'm a big fan of dashboards, and I want a way to truly tell if we're going plus or minus on power consumption. As you can see, we're truly plus on the charcoal side. I even set this thing up here with the oak wood thingy. This guy, he takes the oak wood from the farm and he sends it in here, and it's smelted for charcoal. And I had that set to if I had more than 2,000, but I changed it up to 4,000 because we're still going very strong on charcoal. So power no longer an issue. But I anyway want a nice indicator to watch what we're using, if we're using a surplus or not. I mean, we do have this thing here, this energy cell, and we can always check it if it's like losing our power or what's up with it. But yeah, that's kind of manual. Then I looked around a bit, and in EnderIO there's a power monitor. So I think we should try this out and see what this does. So this is our main power line now, by the way. I changed it up a little bit. We have a tesseract down there. Tesseract seems to be able to transfer at like 1,000 or 2,000 RF per tick, which is kind of crappy. So I may change that up later to a dimensional. Here, let me show you. I played around a lot with EnderIO off camera just to test things out. The dimensional transceiver, that is a copy of the old tesseract, but I think it transfers things quicker from my tests. But basically our main power line is here, so if I take a look at this, it says displays details of power use and storage. Can be used to emit the redstone based on stored power levels. That's great, which means that basically I could set up a system which would stop the tree farm or which would stop power production if we have a redstone or if we have a power that is over or under a certain level. It also says must be attached to an EnderIO conduit. So if I would want this guy here, oh wow, that's a cool interface. All right, so he can read the power levels out of the cell, but he can't really monitor how much RF we are using. So I think what we need to do then is simply connect him up to the power line like that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. So we are, since this is our main power line, we are using, this should be representing what we're using over 5 seconds, and this should be representing what we're gaining. So as long as these are kind of the same, then we should be good. And we also always have a buffer. So this is the buffer that it reads off of the line, and it says 100 million. This is 50 million, and then further down the line I have another in the ME room. I have another 50 million cells. So that is accurate. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I wanted to see. Great. As easy as that. Good that I didn't spend a lot of time writing a BiblioCraft program. Definitely. So that is for our main power line though. What I would like to do, like we do need the Ender Lilies power production thing, and for that we're going to use the Ender generator. The only problem is that we are not yet getting a surplus, and that will be a few episodes I think until they will actually start popping in here, because they need to populate the farmer thingy first. So maybe we'll just we'll put this guy over here, and we will come back to that in a few episodes. And as backup power, we should maybe, oops, that's some lag. We should maybe set up something with lava, I think, because that's what we had before. Yeah, so let's head over to our own old power room, which is basically just looking sad at the moment. Yeah, so we're definitely out of lava. And this room is looking sad, so we can't talk today. So we can use this room for something else now. It doesn't serve a purpose anymore, which is okay. So we can install something else in here. But this was one of the backup functions, although this wasn't really a backup function because this was feeding power into the main line. What I would like to get done today, if we can, is a secondary power line called the backup line, which will only activate in case we run out on the main power line. And that secondary power line will be using some lava and some ender lilies and maybe something else in the future. We'll see. Wow, this looks disturbing, this whole room here. Let's leave it for now. Or you know what we may want to do with this room in the future? Maybe we'll do an industrial craft machine room here, because we can't really mix that with thermal expansion and EnderIO. But we will see. So let's see. We want to... Oh wow, why are you empty? See, now I get worried again. So this guy is receiving power from the main power line. And if we come and look here, the machine buffer is not really keeping up there. You can see 50 and then the bug out of 100. Well, I mean, as long as there be power in the buffer, there is still power to the ME room. But it should really be filling up. Anyway, I think... Wow, we got holes in the roof here, in the ceiling. I think I'm going to set up a new ender thermic pump in the nether so that we get lava input, and then like over here we'll try to do something with with a backup power line. And if we could get, like I said, if we could get something that would automatically have a backup power line that would switch over whenever we are out of power on the first line or on the main power line, that would be awesome. So I'm gonna head to the nether. I'm gonna reset up my pump. All right, we got the tanks filling up and we got lava coming in. That is brilliant. I built on our dashboard here a little bit just to see, or just to get things feeling the way I wanted. I moved this up and that. So what I would like essentially is to have two levers. One activating the lava power. So if we would need to switch over to our backup line, we would, for lava, would pull this. And then if we would need extra power from Ender Lilies, if eventually in the future we'd pull this down as well. Right, so to get that to work, I had to move all our steam dynamos back here. The whole place looks a bit more clean now, but basically we've got a nice line going there, and yeah. So that's all done. I've also hooked up my magmatic dynamos here, and these are going to be the backup for lava. I didn't have any more Enderium ingots, and I don't have any shiny ingots, so I can't make any. So I was thinking we could try using these capacitor banks from EnderIO, which are essentially the same, but they take up a bit more space. First things first though, let's hook this guy up. And I guess, did I have any fluid thingies? Guess we'll just run these like so. Yeah, and then extract, always active, boom. Right, so these guys are now producing energy, or will in a second, should in a second. Oh yeah, they're filling up the wire here, I guess. So let's see what we can do. What about saying that we will have our bank? This is a multi-block, by the way. So I'm guessing, yeah, there we go. So this guy can store 30,000, I think. Yeah, 30,000 RJ or MJ, and sorry, 30 million RJ and 30,000 MJ should be. And the maximum output is 6,000. Can I raise this, I guess? Or I wonder, no, 6,000 is max. All right. So let's get a cable going in there so that guy can start filling up. Make sure that everything is kind of working. I guess with EnderIO, you have to specify on the cable that it's inserting. Oh yeah, look at that, 30 million RF, nice. Oh, we got a little nice indicator bar here, that's looking cool. And then max output. Okay, so here comes the tricky thing. We want to output mode, always active. No, we want it active with a signal. And then we need to pull another cable. I'm kind of thinking while doing this. I haven't tried it or anything. I wanted to see if we could get this going on camera. I've turned off friendly sounds because I still heard bats when I was working in here. That seems to remove a bit of other sounds as well, such as placing the conduits. Yeah, that's weird. And I guess we can just connect that up to our main line, and we'll come over here and say you will be extracting. Always active. No, but I don't think this guy's outputting anything, is he? That's the pace there. What about if we remove this? No, he's not outputting anything because he needs a redstone signal. Remember, max output redstone mode activate with signal. Yes. Cool. So now basically the lava engines will produce power and store it in the capacitor bank. The next thing we'll need to do is some redstone cabling. Conduit. I wouldn't mind going with EnderIO thingies. So let's grab a few more of those. I have these insulated ones. I don't know what the difference is really, but they will work as well. And what I think we can do then, the lever, is the lever there? Yes, it is. Why are you not connecting? Oh, there we go. Right. The insulated one, I think we can run several like levers in one, or several redstone signals in one cable. So let's get this going as well. We'll have to double check so that it's actually inverted at the moment, or not inverted, but I don't think it is. So if we pull this all the way up there, yes, very good. Now if we come and flip the lever, we should see it shine up a bit. It does, very cool. And this guy, okay, in this power monitor we can also see the capacitor bank storage. That is very important. So that is actually measuring this guy over here. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, a bit more lag there. Average input, average output. Okay, so I guess he's disregarding that this guy isn't actually outputting anything to the system, I'm guessing. But basically at the moment, unless we have a signal, this guy shouldn't be outputting. So let's just double check that. Let's turn this guy on. And now we're losing power. Good, great. That's what I wanted. All right, so now we have a system where if our main power should run out, if our tree farm should die or anything, we should always have 30 million RF stored up here that we could just shove into the system. And the next thing I want to do is stop the engines if the redstone signal is disabled. Right. And so I installed this off camera because I had some recording issues there. Basically I crashed, and then when I came back I thought I had started my recording, but I hadn't, and well, derp. But anyway, so what I wanted to do, as I was saying, was that whenever this guy fills up to its maximum capacity, I want the engines to turn off. So they are no longer draining lava or, you know, pulling power or creating power which isn't needed because it's not going to be stored anyway. So using a secondary power monitor thing, I played around a bit with the engine control. So I have this to active, and then I say whenever the storage, which this guy is monitoring, which is the capacitor bank storage, is less than 90%, you are going to emit a redstone signal. You're not going to do so if it's 99% or full. All right, so you can see that this line is lit up and it's actually emitting a redstone signal, and that's hooked to the magmatic dynamos, and all of the dynamos have the redstone augment control set to high, so they will only work with the redstone signal now. Cool, right? So if I would go in here and I would say, all right, what about 10%, because it's not 10%, or it's above 10%. Emit signal when storage is less than 10%. Stop when storage. Why is this not behaving? Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. So you can see that it's no longer emitting. If I raise this again back to 90%, it starts emitting, the engines turn on, and just like that, we're no longer draining lava if we don't have to. And then I also came down here and I set this guy to only extract with the redstone signal because it wasn't really behaving. So now it should be good. Yeah, everything is working pretty well. So that's awesome. We got a backup power line. So I just wanted to show you that, although I messed up a little bit there. I hope that it was understandable. So put some signs up here. And we're already overdue, so I should stop talking and say thank you for watching. Thanks for all your nice, fantastic comments in between episodes. I hope to see more of that, and don't forget the Steam game giveaway. And I hope that you'll be with me in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.